Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Garage Reviews. Today we are headed off to the Audi dealership of Chandigarh because, well, there is going to be an event for the Audi Q Drive where we will be testing out the capabilities of the Audi Q cars, most probably of the Q5, Q7 and the Q8. Now we'll have to see which car we get, but I most hope that it is the Q8. So tentatively what we are going to do is go to the Audi dealership and then we are headed off to Mohali where they have a track prepared for testing out the off-road capabilities of those cars, and that is exactly what we're going to do. But before we start, for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Raghav. You guys are watching Garage Reviews, where you can get a plethora of car content, car reviews and occasional car vlogs just like this one. So if you haven't yet subscribed, I suggest you go do that right now. But right now, what we are going to do is head off to the Audi dealership. I cannot wait. And we are here at the Audi Chandigarh dealership. Okay, so we are back in my car and we are headed to the location where we are actually going to be driving, that is in Mohali. But what we did inside the showroom right now is we got a briefing on what we will be doing in our respective cars. But they also had this small little quiz where they asked us questions, and would you look at that, I actually won something over here. So they asked me a question that when was the Audi Quattro system introduced, and that was in the 1980s. So for answering that question, I got this. So a very special thanks to Audi Chandigarh for organizing and presenting this a souvenir to me. A big deal for me. I like the gesture. But anyways, now let's head on to Mohali and get on going with the drive. I am so excited. And well, we are here at the track where we are going to be testing out these cars. The Q5 ready to go on its next drive, and well, the Q7 is there on the drive right now, and you can see what the track is going to be like. Absolutely amazing. I want to see how the car goes through this ditch over here. What an experience today is going to be. I cannot wait. I mean, just look at the way the Q7 is flexing its wheels right now. Look. So the Q5 right now is going to go through the trench that I'm very excited to see how it does, because that thing is deep. I mean, don't get me wrong, that is deep. Oh, that is close. Seeing that makes me so nervous right now. So while the Q7 is doing that, I explain what the track is doing. This is the rumblers, where they've created a very uneven surface to see the cabin noise in the car when the car is driving through very harsh circumstances. And then we have this, I don't know the official name, I'll put it up on the screen right now. This is to test the structural stability of the car while going through big ditches. And then obviously we have a very uneven surface throughout this whole grass field. That's very normal for this car, trust me, seeing what else is over here. But then we have this portion which is very scary, and it's called the side slope. So we'll have one tire of the car over there and then one on the normal ground there, just to see how this car is in terms of side stability. Because the thing is, what the Audi instructors told us in the demonstration, normal cars, normal SUVs can tumble over at 36-37 degrees, whereas the Audi Quattro all-wheel drive system and the Audi SUVs can take up to a side slope of 43 to 44 degrees, which, trust me, is huge. And you can see how the Q7 just went over through there so easily. And then we have the chassis articulation test over here. Once again, a very bumpy road, but this time instead of ditches, we have these small little ridges that the car has to go over. And then we have one instructor outside telling the driver what to do, because at the end, we are not any expert off-roaders. This is going to be our first time, and these are very expensive cars. Next up, we have the Slush. Means, again, the car is going to go through some slightly deep, shallow water, again to see the build quality of the car and how absolutely amazing Audi has done these cars. As you can see, very shallow water, but still quite substantial. And yes, I just want to say that maybe throughout this whole video you will hear me saying a lot of good things about Audi cars. I just want to tell you guys that this is not a sponsored video. Whatever I'm showing you is what is actually happening in reality, and you can't blame me for actually praising these cars so much, because just look at through the harsh conditions that these cars are going through. That is amazing, honestly. Here comes the Q7 through the ditch. The way the front wheel just goes up in the air, that is truly so scary. There have been a lot of change in plans today. I think that there is another one, because the thing is, we might be going in the Q5, and that is not actually a decision that Audi took. That is my decision. And the reason why I want to go in the Q5 is because it's a smaller car than the Q7. So I think the experience should be a little better in the Q5, because you know, it's a smaller car, smaller real estate to observe while driving, and I think it should be much more fun while driving. And so finally with so much wait, it's now time to drive the Q5 and go on for our ride. And I actually have my friend with me. Hello. Udit. He is from Auto Addicts. He has a YouTube channel, quite crazy, so if you want to check him out, a link to him in the description down below. Go check that out. He will be coming along with me in the drive. Let's see how it goes. So finally in the driver's seat of the Audi Q5. If I say anything in Hindi, by the way, I'll put the captions down below, because you know, this thing can get scary. So this right here is the portion where we actually test if there is any kind of vibrations in the car, if you can hear inside the cabin, because the road is quite bumpy. Then we have the axle twister. And then comes the side slope, where the car really turns to its side. Audi cars can go to a slide of around 43 to 44 degrees, whereas other cars can tilt at around 36 or 37 degrees. So that's where quattro all-wheel drive system really changes the pace and changes the game. Because then comes the slush, where we put the car in some shallow deep water. The sensors are going crazy everywhere.
Go, stop. Chalo.
And so that's one place that I didn't tell you about when we started, because I wanted to keep that a little bit of a surprise, and that was the side slope. But we had actually got a U-turn there, which is crazy. How much degree of an incline might that be?
That would be again 40, 43, 42 degrees.
43 degrees of incline, and then I guess the same 43 degree decline?
Yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
The hill climb and the hill descent.
The fact that you can't see anything down there is really scary, but you know, you have got to trust the car. And the one thing about Audi cars that I really like, and you know, one thing that people don't really appreciate, is that they buy the cars, obviously they're very luxurious cars, they're amazing cars, but you know, the fact that these cars can do so much off-road, that is crazy. And then comes the trench, the one thing that I showed you in the start, where two wheels of the car come up. Oh my god. That is crazy and so much fun. And now that is an experience that I will never forget. That was so much fun. And as I was blabbering on while driving as well, I couldn't actually focus on speaking that much because, you know, I was scared to crash the car. But the instructors were amazing. They were so calm. The main thing is they were so calm during the whole thing because they know that their cars can do so much. And that is the one fact that I just am blown away by. These cars are one of the most luxurious SUVs on the road right now, but the fact that they can do that much off-road is amazing. I mean, that one portion that I didn't show you guys in the start, that side slope while making a U-turn, that is so unnerving and so scary. Reason being, you can't see anything around the corner, but you know, the instructor just keeps telling you, you know, go. At that time I couldn't see anything, but I was just blindly believing the instructor, and the car could, you know, do it. We were inclined at such an high angle, you know, I was almost about to hit my head on the window. That is how much we were inclined, but the car could just fly by there without an issue. And the one thing is, I am so happy that I actually drove the Q5 and not the Q7. Not that the Q7 is not a good car, it's an amazing car, I'm sure of it. But it's just that the form factor of the Q5 is such that it's a nimble car, you get to observe the car more and you get to have more fun with the car. So that was amazing. I mean, again, I could not thank Audi Chandigarh, I could not thank Audi India enough for, you know, letting me experience that. But with that, I think we can end today's video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite part about this video. Share this video as much as you can, and a subscribe to the channel would be absolutely amazing because it gives me motivation to create content for you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.